Why am I asking this? Well, a new survey found 71% of cat owners would rather spend time with their pets than their partners, and more than 80% of them say they even share their bed with their cats as well. Narinder, how do you feel about this?
I'm going to get in so much trouble for saying this, but I'm used to that. I just think that people who prefer a dog or a cat to a human, there's something not right in their makeup. I'm sorry. You can like your pet. We like pets. But to love them above a human or your partner, you're avoiding something there. You don't like to be made accountable. You don't like to be spoken to in a bad way. Or you're missing that human connection. There's not something right in your head. I'm sorry.
Gosh, there are going to be lots of people thinking that, Narinder, and I'm going to get messages in my own phone. I know I am. Saying, I can't believe she said that to you. All right, let's bring in, and because it is unusual for me to be able to say this to a panellist, but I know your dog, Poochie. I do. I am familiar with your dog. I think I've kissed and cuddled your dog. I've even had a picture taken with your dog. And here, look at Poochie. Absolutely adorbs. I mean, adorable dog.
Love my partner more, though.
Yes, love your partner more.
I love my partner more.
This is the beautiful Laura. I'm not surprised you love her more. But Poochie is a hell of a vibrant character, extremely dominant. God.
Love it, has a place in the house, but, you know, we eat first, then feed the dog, and, you know, if I want to go out for a walk, may take the dog. Life's not...
The priority isn't
the priority. Dogs, as long as it's got something to eat and a bit of water.
This is the worrying thing. I see people, I've seen parents who put their dog like the same equality as their child.
Well, I've had guests on this show saying, you know, Eve saying the dog is my child. I love my dog as if it's a child. And I'm sure people feel the same about their cats. And I feel tempted to respond, well, love is love. I mean, if you love your dog or your cat, then you do. You can't say you don't.
Well, they can't answer back, of course, which is a great plus. But, I mean, we had dogs. Particularly, I think it's really nice to have dogs when you've got growing children, because you teach them about being not selfish, you teach them about looking after somebody. But I'd never think of putting a dog or a cat before a person.
Maybe it's just that it's this unconditional love that a dog or cat gives you. You know, whatever you've done, however you failed that day.
Well, that's called avoiding being made accountable for something that you may have done wrong or said wrong. And it's just, you don't want to be told. You just want that. It's control. It's control.
So the question that we never really ask is, do you think your dog or cat or pet of any kind loves you unconditionally? Would your dog or cat do anything for you? And the reason I'm asking is this. One story I spotted was of an 11-week-old puppy who saved its owner's life. Chloe, the Jack Russell, was able to alert paramedics after her 71-year-old owner had a fall at home. The puppy ran into the bedroom and pushed the red button on the owner's pendant alarm, alerting care staff that something was wrong. When the staff could only hear barking through the phone's alerting system, they dispatched paramedics who were able to get there on time. Now, who's a big fan of this dog? Queen Camilla. Queen Camilla praised this life-saving dog and said how lucky the owner was to have her. So maybe that shows you that animals care for us too. It's not just when we feed them, and it's not just transactional. They genuinely love us. Why don't we ask Maggie in Worcestershire about this? Maggie, what do you think?
Well, I think that it's a matter of opinion. I've got 2 pets. I've lost the thread of what you were saying, Vanessa. I've got 2 pets. They came from a shelter and they were made to breed. And now they're very afraid of men. They won't let men in the door or near the garden gate. I have no choice. I would like a man, but the quality of men today is poor. They're not good.
I wish I could argue with you and say it's not, but I completely agree and heartily endorse every word you say. But they
are so poor. They don't know how to treat women as women, and when they're with you, they want you to pay for everything.
True. All true. Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you, but she's absolutely bang on with that. So Maggie, let me ask you this. Are you prepared to let your love for those 2 dogs, who won't let a man anywhere near the house or even in the garden gate, stand in your way of ever finding true love with a man? Do you prefer the dogs?
It depends on the quality of the man. I don't want to make any mistakes, and I don't want to give myself away to a man that's nothing but a reprobate. I don't want to.
I love Maggie.
Don't do it. Not worth it, Maggie. Stick with the dogs as far as I'm concerned. And, you know,
Vanessa, I think you're a lovely person. I'd love to live next door to you and hang around with you.
I'd love you to live next door, then I could take those dogs for a walk, and that we could talk about dreadful men. They never seem to get the hang of it.
I couldn't come round because the dogs will bark.
They just dislike them because of the way they've been treated.
Get it?
And I think through those dogs, you see what the men are.
Totally understand, Maggie. Lovely call, and thank you so much. Let's talk to Lindsay in Southampton. Lindsay, gosh, wow. Lindsay actually made a choice. Lindsay, thank you so much for ringing. Tell everybody what you did.
Hi Vanessa. I just want to say I love the show. I think
Thank
it's
you.
fantastic. I had a partner. It's just going back quite a few years now, and we were together a couple of years. And he didn't mind. I had 2 cats at the time. They're no longer with us now, but I've got another one.
Yeah.
And at the time, he just came out with it. He's more of a dog person, but he never did anything horrible to my cats or anything like that. And he was okay with them.
Yeah.
And he just came out with it one day, and he said, "Well, if I had to give you an ultimatum, who would you choose, me or the cat?" And I said, "Well, I can give you an honest answer, but you're not going to like it." And literally within a few days after that, that was the end of that relationship.
But why would you choose the cats over your partner? Why? Like,
they're just so loyal to me. I love them with all my heart. I don't have children, and they are like my children. And as far as I'm concerned, and they're part of my family. And if you're going to, and at the end of the day, if you're going to give me an ultimatum like that, then come on. So, he didn't like it, and I said, well, if you're going to give me an ultimatum.
And Lindsay, when he disappeared over the horizon, and you're like, yeah, goodbye on your bike, how did you actually feel? Did you think, oh my gosh, here I am with my cats, and that's fine, or did you think, oh my gosh, I've just lost Prince Charming? Maybe I shouldn't have made that choice.
Well, no, he wasn't Prince Charming, was he? To give me an ultimatum at the end of the day, and I was quite happy with the fact that I picked my cats over him, to be quite honest.
Good riddance, effectively. Good riddance, really. But who gives an ultimatum like that?
Well, you wonder what was on his mind.
Yes.
You look at her and think, you love them more than
that's
me.
what I
It's
think.
a catastrophe.
Oh, well said. Absolutely well said. But I mean, you've got to be very wary of ultimata, haven't you? Because you do that, you end up,
on your own.
Yeah, on
get
your
the
own,
answer you
turfed
don't
out. The
want.
cats are in that beautiful position on the sofa, sitting on a velvet
She's
cushion.
also on her own with just cats
But
and
she's
not a
all
human.
right with it. That's the whole thing.